Bhupen, would you say that there is a departure from your usual work in this exhibition?
That means one thing is that I have taken the Muslim subjects in my work. Usually it is a very taboo subject. Very few people would like to do the paintings on Muslim subjects. And I thought I would like to. So I had gone to Ahmedabad. There is this one place called Shah Alam Ruza, and I did some drawings there. And it was a festival time. Those drawings were kept usually because I work from my drawings. I don't work otherwise, and they are my like travel notes. And then I thought that let me try to do. I did few paintings, and few of them not very seriously. Then something started in my mind that let me take the whole subject and put them together, the small canvases. And I started doing that. At that time this war in Afghanistan had come up. So I felt more that I should do something Islamic subject. So that is one part. Second is the shot in the stomach and all these other paintings, or the watercolors with kind of disease, is it, which I have titled, is it a flower or so. I myself had passed through the radiation treatment, and I was going in Bombay to Hinduja hospital, and I saw people suffering. So that is one part. Second, it also gets related to the work I had done for Tate Gallery, those cutouts which are upstairs. In those, Geeta Kapoor had organized the show. I was asked to do something based on Bombay and Bollywood. So on one side I had asked one person, Vaman Rao, to do the painting. On another side I started doing it. So at that time I also realized that when you see the rickshaws and all these, you see either Amitabh or other actors, they are short and you see the blood flowing. So they look more virile. So the whole definition of male virility is emphasized. So I did Amitabh that way, and then it got mixed up with my own personal thing. So this shot in the stomach and all these things had come after that.
It is this notion of male virility that you have been challenging all your life in all of your work, haven't you?
This also is a kind of spoof.
So these works are not really a departure at all, are they? Wouldn't you say they're just another angle?
Right. That departure is that these are also more personalized painting about the pain and the death and terror and fear within myself, because I had cancer and things. So in a way it was a part of that.
Did you know that you were ill even before the Tate Gallery exhibition?
Yes, I had got myself operated once, and then again I got operated.
Bhupen, would you agree with those who say that symbolism and realism mingle in your work, as in the case of most modern artists?
I think it will be a little difficult for me to say. There is a certain kind of realism and popular art, they come together. Like these images is from the popular art, those charts which you see. And then these are kind of things which I have done, drawing. So that comes, I don't know.
The painting that you have upstairs of lovers, there are these two men it's the sexual act, but they're kind of connected in this, by this umbilical cord, as it were, and you have surrounded them with this gold space.
So it is a kind of fantasy that man who is outside is fantasizing the whole sexual act.
What is that space? Where are you taking that image?
No, it is a kind of my mental space, where fantasy is always created mentally, so a kind of mental space. It is not that way a very defined realistic space.
Would the symbolism have to do with entry into some special space, some space that other people haven't entered? Is it some forbidden space? Is that why the space becomes so charged?
I think one thing is that whenever I painted, not in this one but the other ones which you may have seen in my book, like Two Men in Banaras, I think it is the whole act of gesture of your love which you want to transfer into the paint. So that way it is much more like you yourself are caressing.
When you look at it, what you're looking at seems pornographic, but it's not. So how do you get into that different space?
I think that comes about because the whole idea of pornography ends or begins and ends in the sexual act. While here it is not, it is more caressing, more loving, more caring for other people, more human. I think that is where the distinction must be coming. I don't know, I can't explain more than this.
You were saying yesterday that when you paint the hair on someone's head, you were saying that it felt like...
it is a kind of physical, you feel you are touching the hair, something like that. So as I said, caressing has a meaning like that.
Would you say then that the whole painting is an act of love?
Correct.
Would you say that?
Yes, I would say that. Because the painting for me, in some paintings, it is a kind of a love which I feel for the other person whom I am trying to depict. But that does not necessarily mean in all the works. Sometimes you get these glimpses in some face which I paint, even if you don't get that glimpse in other part of the painting. While in case of painting like Yayati, it is a full thing, that the relation between an old man and a young man. So that comes up.
The story of Yayati is that of a young man who is ready to give up his youth for an older man. It's this incredible sacrifice, isn't it, that's kind of embedded in the Indian tradition. Would you say that painting is an equivalent of this act of giving?
Correct, yes. It is a kind of gesture towards a person I love when I am painting it. And me being there, sometimes as a spectator or sometimes as a participating person.
Bhupen, do you find it hard when people don't understand your work? Or do you not care?
No, I don't care. I feel that I have done this painting and I have released my energies. Now it is up to the other person.
You never studied art. Painting for you was an obsession. And at one level you were merely indulging in your fantasies. So how did it happen that you became not only accepted, but well known? Did you just wake up one day and find that you had become famous?
No, I won't do that. No, what happened was that I was very I wanted to paint, that's it. And I'd come to Baroda just to experiment whether I'm interested in painting or whether the interest is going to continue. So I left my chartered accountancy, and because Ghulam said, why don't you come for 2 years, Ghulam Sheikh. And I did not have much money, so I could only do some art criticism, not painting. So when I came, I started painting, and I think I got involved. Because before that I always wanted to become a Sunday painter, so I could do it on Sundays, and the rest of the time I can paint, work as a chartered accountant. But it so happened that I got involved. And it took me quite many years really to do something, because I did not study art. So it was a great effort to paint. But that's another story.
But tell me the story of how you became recognized. After all, as soon as you began painting seriously, people found it difficult to like your work.
I think till 76, 78, I think it was not really, I was not recognized. In 79, when I went to London, and also it was a release for me, because I had never met anyone who were gay or had anything, so I used to feel very guilty about it. So in 79, when I went to London, I saw that there are people who are artists and who are gay. So that I think was a release for me. So there I was accepted. I had an exhibition there. So slowly the acceptance came here.
In Baroda?
But there was one person who really liked my work, and that was Geeta Kapoor. She had written a book where she had included my work in 6 painters, like Vivan, the people who were who really responded to my work.
Can you say something about the violence in that painting, the one in which the man is holding the gun?
No, I did say that the whole thing comes on 2 levels. One is the physical pain which I had passed through. Another, it has something to do with the whole drama you see in Bollywood painting. So both the things, it is not just one level, it is 2, 3 levels on which I painted that.
You know, in Bollywood movies, the gun often stands for a sexual symbol. Have you used it like that? Have you ever thought of it like that?
No, it is not sexual. I never thought about it.
Yeah. Are there any other paintings, Bhupen, in which you have used the gun?
I've done one painting quite many years ago. That was during the time when Bangladesh and Pakistan were at war. So I'd done one young man, college, having a gun, and down below people shooting at one another.
Oh yes, I think I know that painting.
Mukti Bahini.
Mukti Bahini, I think it was called. He looks very innocent, very...
They were all very innocent.
Of your own paintings, which are your favorites?
My own painting.
Those which you would never give away?
Which I have given away, but which I would like to repossess. One is this You Can't Please All, man eating jalebi. Then there is one called Next Morning. Then this gallery.
Next Morning is the painting of the man asleep on the bed.
It is 2 men. You know, just it is a morning, and they after the sexual act. It's like. Another one is Gallery of Rogues.
I heard that the Gallery of Rogues was mostly yourself.
All my people whom I knew were.
Is there a self-portrait as well?
There is a one self-portrait there.
Bhupen, there's another question I'd like to ask. There's something about the way you paint eyes. Could you tell me something about that?
No, sometimes they stare, sometimes they don't. But depending upon how I want them to look. That means like in this man shooting in stomach, the eyes are small and almost he's taking the aim. So eyes do different function according to the act you want to.
In that large painting upstairs, waiting for darshan, the two supposed women, the way they look at each other.
No, उसमें तो वो भी है ना कि I've done few of my friends also. Gulam is there and then Amit Ambala, Sunil Kothari. Plus there are in these intimate circumstances, people come to know because we don't have any kind of places where gays meet each other. So I think the masjid, mandir, these are the places where they meet. So that's why even वो दो हाथ है दोनों का, तो I've taken it out to show that. So even with the women there is a certain kind of relationship that they are trying to build.
Bhupenji, would you say that your writing relates to your paintings?
It does relate, but writing is much more related to the middle class people of Bombay of 50s and 60s when I was staying there in a chawl. So the whole thing revolves around that, or people who are doing some small business and things like that. So it does have the middle class family and the relationship with each other, with me in that way.
Do you think that your paintings have changed the way people look at homosexuality?
I think in the last 10, after 85 particularly, I think because so many things are written about in the newspaper, demonstration, short stories, then also reading internationally, तो वो change हुआ है. It was difficult in 70s.
Is there any other work of any other artist which you would compare with your own?
No, I would understand the question.
Is there any other artist whose work has influenced you very strongly?
No, there are so many artists who has influenced me, and one can't paint that way in a lonely situation. But it also has, whenever I wanted something to be done, I would refer. So it depends upon my necessity. So I may refer to Bruegel, Bosch, all these artists, or even to our Indian artists. So late miniatures, company school painting, Kalighat. So all these works, they are there. But when I feel I want to do something, and these are the people who have solved this problem in certain way, so I will go to them.
You are talking technically, but what about people who have explored the territory you have?
Which territory?
This same territory of equating physical love to some kind of ritually charged experience.
I don't know. I think you have to ask someone this question. I know that there are paintings which are done just out of physical beauty, male physical beauty and female physical. But I have not done that because my men are not very handsome.
Why not? Wouldn't you purposely make your people unattractive? What's wrong with making them a little...
No. I think everyone has a certain way of looking or liking a person, which may not, it has nothing to do with the aesthetics we call. तो वो हो सकता है. I don't think I can say beyond this.
If not in the world of painting, would you say that in the world of literature, anyone has influenced you? Has anyone influenced your writing?
नहीं, वो उसमें तो बिल्कुल कोई नहीं influence किया है. I have just written the way I felt it, and I have never taken myself very seriously as a writer. तो कभी कभी लिखता हूँ, फिर नहीं लिखता हूँ, तो that and they're quite autobiographical. Quite many of them are.
Have you ever been influenced by the poems of Rumi or Khosrow? Have you ever identified with their kind of physical yet spiritual love?
Because most of the time I read detective novels.
Yeah. Why do you like detective novels? What's special about detective novels?
One thing is that I'm quite fond of writers like George Simenon. What they do is that they draw you inside. There is a murder and then. So once you are inside, he will do anything with. Then he is not he is not writing a detective novel, but he is writing something very serious. But now you can't get out because you have already entered into his realm. And that device I like very much. In my writing I try to do it. I don't know how successful I am. But I like that whole thing of drawing the person inside. In painting also I try to do something like that. That's why I read.
When you pull a person into your paintings, you are using technical ways of like
the
what?
Color, anything, or then the way they are positioned, even the theme I use.
Like what?
Like I said that you can't please all. The whole story about the father and son goes to sell the donkey. So people are interested. Or like this Muslim subject. So people would be, ये क्या Muslim subject में है? A kind of small storytelling element in the works. So people get involved कि ये क्या story है.
You know, I was talking to Anuradha Kapoor, and she was telling me that I shouldn't take anything you say too seriously.
Rightly so.
But do you often make jokes about your painting as well?
Yes.